Okay, let's get real for a second. Have you ever said, that's just the way I am? I used to say that all the time. I'm just not disciplined. I'm just a worrier. I'm bad with money. I'm not good with numbers. Sound familiar? Any of it? Here's the truth bomb, all right? That's not who you are. It's not who you are. That's a lie the enemy would love for you to believe so that you stay stuck, you stay frustrated, and you feel defeated. Romans 12:2 says, do not be conformed to the patterns of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. That means that your thoughts can actually be retrained. Your patterns, yep, they can be renewed. And your life, it literally can be transformed. And do you realize you might be accidentally using God's name in vain without even realizing it? Yeah. In Exodus 3:14, God introduces himself to Moses as I am who I am. That wasn't just poetic. That was power. That was authority. That was his identity. That's God's actual name. So when you or I say, I am, you're not just making a casual statement. Oh no, you're echoing the identity of the one who made you in his image. When you say I am, you're attaching God's name to whatever comes next. And friend, if you're following it up with things that God never called you, then you're not just speaking negatively. You're actually misusing God's name, the great I am. So I'll give you a little example. I used to label myself as the Hot Mess Express. I thought it was funny. I even joked about it. Sometimes you would hear me say, oh, I'm just a hot mess. I just wanted to be hot. But secretly, I believed it. I believed chaos sometimes was my destiny. Until God reminded me, Melissa, that's not the name I gave you. You see, the belief keeping you overwhelmed is the idea that you can't change, but you can. You're not your habits. You're not your past, and you're certainly not your anxious thoughts. The next time doubt creeps in, try this instead. Instead of saying, that's just who I am, say, that's who I was, but God is renewing me. It's a small shift, but it's the start of everything. And remember that whatever follows I am is very important. So make sure that it's something that aligns with what God says about you. I am strong in the Lord. I am more than a conqueror. I am chosen. I'm forgiven. And I'm called and I'm loved. You can still be real. And it's okay to say, I feel tired. Or I'm going through something. But don't let those feelings redefine your identity. Your feelings, they're valid. They are. But they're not in charge of your future. And here's a little secret. Feelings, they lie. Sometimes they lie to us. So this right here, renewing those I am statements, is one of the most powerful things we can practice. And it's one of the things we practice inside Mindset Momentum. Because when you start catching those lies and replacing them with God's truth, everything changes. And change, if I'm honest, it can be difficult. But in the next video, we're going to bust through the biggest objections that I hear from women when it comes to actually stepping into change. And you might be thinking them too. So I don't want you to miss it. And if you're ready to start walking this out with a community of women who get it, take a peek at the link below and learn more about Mindset Momentum, where we renew our thoughts together and we grow stronger in the Word. So I'll see you in the next video.